Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. October 27th, 2020. Getting down towards Halloween time. I've got coffee. Hot. I've not eaten anything for breakfast, so we're going to be taking a break here in a little bit. Get some breakfast. But this morning, we're going to get going and do a variety of different things today. We're going to continue questing in the Shire. We got a whole bunch of quests to work on. And then we're going to go do some more crafting this morning, because I'm in the middle of making some crafting videos. Left Donnivan here to get his dance on this morning. Donnivan is finally starting to look respectable. I took a screenshot last night that I put it on Twitter and Facebook, and I had forgotten to take his boots off. So now he looks like a proper hobbit. But I found this this tunic, this robe for him yesterday. I turned the shoulder pads off because the shoulder pads I have are just hideous. We'll look at those. Yeah, they're hideous. And his hat. But like if I turn the shoulder pads on, they're just bleh. So we got the shoulder pads turned off. I actually love his boots, these shoes that he's got. But I went ahead and turned those off either because he is a hobbit, so he does have his sword and his lute. I suppose I could turn his sword off as well and just have him be a wandering minstrel. It's a lute on his back, but he's got to have some sort of a weapon, so. But he is starting to look respectable, so we could be happy about that. That is one of the benefits to doing all of the quests in a zone, is that you get to find all sorts of cool armor and weapons that might not necessarily be useful to you, but for cosmetic purposes, they look great. And you can dye them, so if you come across dye that you want to change the colors of your clothing on, you can totally do that. Okay, let us take a look at returning this pie. Is that a crafting quest? No, that one is. So it's Golden Perch. Vigilante Committee. Let's see what's close around here. I'm actually not going to do that one for them. I just want to do the pie quest because we're going to go turn in this pie. It's always good to get started in the morning with a pie return. Oh, there's a hungry hobbit right there. I gotta get out of here before the hungry hobbit sees me. Look at that. Fresh pie. Oh, fresh apple pie with my coffee sounds so good. I may have to make an apple pie this week. I have not made apple pie in a long time. Chris has been the one who has been on the baking run recently. She makes a lot of muffins. She can never go wrong with muffins. But I like a good apple strudel, apple pie, apple crumble. All of those sound good. Man, that's a long run over to Hobbiton. But that's fine. We'll make this pie run, and then we will go do some crafting for a little bit this morning. And then we'll continue our adventures. Running through the middle of the night to deliver pies. I guess it says it's 6:30 a.m. Is that my time? I think that's local time. Yeah, my time it's 6:30 in the morning. I don't know what time it is in Hobbiton. Can you check? Does it show? Does it tell you? I'm guessing it does not tell you what time it is. Look, it just says nighttime 4 dawn. So it's, you know, pre-dawn time here in the Shire, which it's a little later than that here because it's 6:30 in the morning local time, and the sun, let's just say it's starting to get light outside. Go, Pie Man, go. Alright, is that a nosy hobbit or a hungry hobbit? That's a nosy hobbit. And a hungry hobbit. Need to go around the hungry hobbit. No! Don't fall down. Okay. I think I'm gonna make it. Oh, is that another nosy or hungry? That's a hungry hobbit. Give him plenty of berth. Let's get this pie delivered. Oh crap, I didn't pay attention. I almost ran right into that hungry hobbit. Alright, that's the spoiled pie from stock. Let's ride over to Mickle-Delving. I said ride. We're not going to burn our... I'm just going to take the stable here.
Hello there.
Daleman's Crams. In combat regen. Virtue XP pot. I still have not decided which virtue to pursue. I haven't earned any of these yet. I'm going to have to check out the racial deeds because I don't know actually how to earn any of those. So I'm going to have to research that. Yeah. Class trait set unlock. So I guess if you're on the free version, you have to unlock more than 2. When you're paying the sub, you get it automatically. But the whole point of this experiment has been to play Lord of the Rings Online, free, and see what it's like. So far, I've been pleasantly surprised. I'm not pleasantly surprised with Dungeons and Dragons Online. I'm trying really hard to like that game. It's not working. All right. Got to do a close up here of Donnivan. we go. Alright, let's do this crafting overview video, which I kind of did yesterday, but it was 45 minutes long, so we're going to do a shortened, more concise version this morning. So, those of you who are watching later, I tend to record videos within my streams, so it sounds a little weird if you're tuning in for the first time or watching this post, but bear with me. Welcome everyone to the latest in the Lord of the Rings Online Shire Adventure series. In today's video, we're going to be doing a brief overview of the crafting system. More importantly, we're going to be doing a brief overview of farming and cooking. Now, yesterday I attempted to do this version while doing the stream. It turned out to be 45 minutes long, which is not brief. So we're going to do a much briefer version of that this morning. So here in front of me, I'm actually standing outside of the starter farmlands here in the Shire, just outside of Delving here. And in front of me I've got Largo Proudfoot, the novice farmhand. And he's the guy you're going to come to talk to after you've done the initial tutorial over in town. And he's going to get you going with farming. Now, before we get going, there's a couple of different ways that you can get your hands on recipes. The first way is you purchase them directly from him. Now you'll notice over there in the distance, which we'll be going over there in a little bit, is the the crafting area. And that's where all the cooks and smiths and artificers and everybody else is at. But the farmer's kind of over here out in the middle of nowhere. Now there's different levels of farm hands. There's novice, apprentice, or novice, expert, so on and so forth, excuse me. The novice is the starter guy. And to get recipes, you can just go straight to him.
Oh, good day.
And if you go to the drop down, you can look at tier 1 recipes, tier 2 recipes, tier 3 recipes, and then that's all he sells. And then beyond that, you have to go find expert vendors and so on and so forth. He also sells basic tools for farming, as well as ingredients for getting going in farming. Now, all this is important, but the one I want to look at the beginning is you can start here, and you can buy these for in-game coins. You can buy the recipes here. The other way to do that, if you choose to, and if you have lotro points stored up, is if you opened up your crafting area and you went to farmer, say, and you went to the apprentice and you were just getting going, you wouldn't see journeyman and expert in here if you were just getting going. But then you can click get recipes. If you click on a individual tab, let's say we're an apprentice, and click get recipes, it'll take you straight to the lotro store. And you'll be able to see the recipes that you're capable of buying right now. And because I have these 3 tiers unlocked, I can buy recipe books for these tiers. So instead of purchasing them for in-game coin, you can purchase them with lotro points. Now, because I had a whole bunch of lotro points saved up, I did that yesterday. So I got the apprenticed farmer recipe book and I picked up the journeyman farmer recipe book. And to show you what that looks like, I'm going to go ahead and just grab the expert farmer book as well. And you'll see here it's 125 points. I have like 2,800 points to spare because I've always played this game on a subscription model, so I have points left over. But even if I didn't have points left over, you get points from completing quests, from completing deeds. There's lots of different ways to get lotro points in this game above and beyond paying a monthly subscription. You can also just buy points. If you want to buy like 500 points or 5,000 points or whatever you want to do, you can do that. So this is what it looks like if I buy the points or buy the recipes. I'm going to buy the Expert Farmer Recipe Book for 125 points. Now, that's going to put that in my inventory, and if I click on that, it's going to put all those recipes in my expert area. So now you'll see I have a whole bunch of new recipes in the expert farming branch of my crafting tab. Now you can go over here and do the same thing for the cook, which I might as well do it since I'm here. Actually, I can't yet because I haven't yet unlocked the expert tier, so it's not going to show me the expert tier at the moment, so we won't do that. We can't do that quite yet. But I also wanted to show you something else that you can do, because I have it and I want to help everybody understand this if you get going. When you get going here, what are craft tools?
A lovely day, isn't it?
So each profession has a set of tools that are necessary to create recipes or use specialized skills. So this is important because if you'll remember when I was first showing here,
Good day.
he had a drop-down tab for tool. So he has farming tools. Now you also need one for cooking, and it's a frying pan. You also need one for any other crafting that you want to do in the game. However, there is a workaround to this. If you have lotro points, you can go into the store and you can look up something called Universal Toolkit, or Universal, I think it's called Universal Toolkit. I always forget the name for it. Dun, 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 dun. Scrolling down to find it. Universal Toolkit, which is a toolkit usable by any crafting profession, and the basic version is 150. So this is a very useful tool because you don't have to switch out tools between your crafting professions. You can just have it. Now, I actually have the Enduring Universal Toolkit because I had the points, so I went ahead and splurged. There's also a nice bonus to it because if you notice when I hover over, the Enduring Universal Toolkit gives you critical chance to your recipes as well as reduced time when you are doing things like farming in this case. Or any sort of harvesting duration. Harvesting, chopping, mining, researching, etc., so on and so forth. So it's worth it if you have the points. If you don't have the points, it's not that big of a deal because you can get basic tools from the vendors. You can also get tools from other players. I believe it's the metal worker. It's been a while. I have one of each on the other server. Excuse me, but you can have other players craft tools for you, and they give you bonuses and higher durability and so on and so forth. But you absolutely don't need those to get started crafting here. Now, I actually spent a lot of time yesterday pre-making a whole bunch of ingredients, and we're going to go ahead and do some selling here real quick, clear my inventory out, and then we're just going to show some of the basic crafting here. Let's make sure that I don't need any of this, which I do not, so we're going to sell all that. We're going to do a quick repair, and now we're going to get into this. Now, before we get going into farming, the most important thing you need to know about farming is that farming is all about providing you, first and foremost, with the things that you need to cook in this game. Now, there are lots of different things you can cook. As a cook, I can make cooked food, fortifying food, ingredients, which go into recipes. I don't worry about the minstrel lute strings, which we'll talk about in another episode. You can also do drinks and trail food. Drinks are purely cosmetic. It's for fun. It's for role play. We're going to do a brewing episode later on, so stick around for that. We're also going to do a recipe around pipeweed and why you would want to get into pipeweed. It's an expensive habit, but it is a fun habit because different types of pipeweeds have different types of smoke animations, and it's a lot of fun. Again, it's purely for role play. We're going to do a whole episode on that later on, so stick around. So then trail food. So each one of these, so like trail food, if you hover over this, trail food gives you stat bonuses. So like carrot sticks give you will, and these are the tier 1 recipes. Cooked carrots give you vitality, eggs and onions gives you might, fried dates with mushrooms gives you vitality and will, so on and so forth. Then you have fortifying foods, which give you resistance bonuses. So this is fear resistance, carrot soup is wound resistance, mushroom soup is poison resistance, onion soup is disease resistance. Then you have cooked food, which is it removes wounds and poisons, as well as gives you in-combat regen for your character and out-of-combat regen. Now, as you go up through the tiers, the duration and the potency of all of these recipes goes up. You can have multiple, you can have like a trail food and a fortifying food. I believe you can have a fortified food and a trail food going at the same time, and then also use the cooked food to give yourself regen and so on and so forth. So having food in this game is not mandatory, but it is a nice bonus to your character because it can give you a bonus to your stats, gives you a bonus to your potency, your regen, your resists. Not so important at the lower levels of the game, but highly important if you're going to be planning on doing any sort of raids or if you want to get into the hardcore kind of dungeon runs later on, or if you just want to get into some of the content that might be beyond what you should be able to solo and you want to do that on your own anyway. That's one way to help get around that. Alright, so without further ado, let's showcase a little bit of what farming looks like. Now, I don't have anything at the moment in terms of ingredients or recipes or anything like that I can make, so I need to buy some stuff. So let's get some mushrooms. So the first thing you have to do is you need to make a mushroom field and then harvest those mushrooms. So I need apprentice seeds, a bucket of water, and a handful of fertilizer. So I would come here to the farmhand. You could buy these stacks if you want to. If you're going to be doing this hardcore, like if you're going to really get into farming and cooking in Lord of the Rings Online, then I would highly recommend, get out a calculator and do the math, and because you get points, like this says, apprentice craft XP earn 6 points, and there's a certain amount of points that you need. You can see here for journeyman, I need 560 points to get through this particular tier to master the journeyman. So you can do the math on this and figure out, okay, I need to do 10 of these recipes, 25 of these recipes, 32 of these recipes, etc., etc. This can get very complicated and complex. But for the moment, we're just going to buy what we need to make this one recipe. So we're going to buy one apprentice crop seed. We're going to buy one bucket of water. And then we're going to buy a handful of fertilizer. Now, we have enough to make a mushroom field. So we're going to come over here to the field itself. So you'll notice if I'm not in the farmland, it says facility required farmland. I'm not on the farmland yet. So once you're on the farmland, you can now make this. Now there's a make all button here, and I don't remember exactly how many you can do at most, but I believe it's 5. If you try to do more than 5 at a time, and I'm going to show you something here, once you make it, once you throw your seed down, it pops up, and you have to harvest this to get your crop. Now, this only stays here for a limited amount of time, and then it fades away, and you can't harvest it. So if you try to make too many, you can't actually harvest them all in time to get all of the rewards. So you'll notice that I got 5 fair mushroom crops out of that. Now, suddenly this is available. I can actually make mushrooms. So I've harvested the raw mushrooms, and now I need to break them down into an ingredient material that I can use for recipes. So it says facility required workbench. So I gotta come over here to the workbench, and I need to make all is what I'll do here, and I'm gonna make my mushroom crops. So you can see down here on the left, you've completed the mushroom recipe, and I have acquired 4 mushrooms. Some recipes you'll get 2 to 4 things from, some you'll get more, critical you'll get more, other things you'll only get 1 from, so kind of important as you get into this. So see, like that, I said a critical, so it doubled. I got 8 mushrooms instead of 4. All right, now that we're done with that, that is farming in a nutshell. Now, there are more complexities to farming, which we will probably get into another time. But if we wanted to get into this and say, right now we just have if I wanted to get a better result or a better yield, it says I can use a pile of Rivendell soil, which gives me 100% crit chance if I use that. Right now I have a 5% crit chance. So that basically would double all of my returns from the mushroom field. So that's very important if you're going to be getting into bulk recipes. Buying the things that allow you to crit the recipes is important because you get far more results out of them. And later on, if you want to do some of the rare recipes and get the best results out of the cooking, which we're about to go do right now, that's also very important because you get better results, longer lasting food with more potency, so on and so forth. So, in order to cook, it's the same principle here. The novice cook sells recipes, or you can buy the recipes from the Lotro Point store. You also need a frying pan, or you can use the universal tool like I have to get going. You will always need a campfire and or a stove to get going here. And this is the basic overview. Crafting is way more advanced, and we may do an advanced crafting video later on, but this is just the purpose of doing a quick version of getting going in cooking and farming here in Lord of the Rings Online. So the first thing I want to do is I now have mushrooms, and I could do different things with mushrooms. I could make a mushroom pie, which requires a pie crust and mushrooms, or I can make mushroom soup, which requires a bowl of pork stock and mushrooms. I believe I can also do fried mushrooms, which requires mushrooms and a lump of butter. But I want to show you some of the complexities because these are tier 1 recipes, and the deeper you get into crafting, the deeper you get into cooking, the more complex the recipes become, the more subcomponents they might require. It gets fairly complex. So one thing I want to quickly point out, because I was talking about that on the road up here, the basic fried mushroom recipe gives you 4 agility and lasts for 20 minutes. If you use the allspice, which is the crit component, which gives you, in this case, a 45% chance on top of, or just, I think, 45%, 25, you have the chance to get superior fried mushrooms, which is 6 agility and lasts for 30 minutes. So if you use these rare components, you're always going to get a better recipe at the end results, which is important when you get deeper into the game and you're making things that last, for an hour or whatever, and you want something that gives you, 50 vitality instead of only 25. But to get going here, let's go up to the mushroom pie, because I needed to make a pie crust. Now, how do I make a pie crust? Well, go in here to ingredients, and it says pie crust. And in order to make a pie crust, you need cups of spring barley flour and chicken eggs. Now, chicken eggs can be purchased from the cook. You can also get them from quests and other places. But the spring barley flour has to be made from bundles of spring barley. Now, the way you get bundles of spring barley is you go over here into grains, and you actually have to make these as a farmer. Now, I already have a whole bunch of these because I went out and did a whole bunch of hops and grains and other things ahead of the brewing episode that I'm going to be doing. So I actually stockpiled up. So you'll see I have 252 bundles of spring barley. I also have a whole bunch of hops ready to go to make brews. But in any case, in order to make a pie crust, you first have to have cups of spring barley. First have to make cups of spring barley flour, which in turn require bundles of spring barley. Now, I already have all of this ready to go. I've already made all of these, but for the purposes of just showing you what it would be like, is I would need to come here and make these. But let's make a bowl of pork stock real quick. So I need yellow onions. I already have those because I harvested some of those, but I also need a pork shank and a bottle of water. So I would need to come over here to the...
A lovely day, isn't it?
To the novice crafter person. Look for ingredients. So I need a bottle of water. Buy one of those. And I need a pork shank. Where is pork shank? Right there. So I'm going to buy a pork shank. Now I can make this bowl of pork stock. So I'm going to make that. Alright, now I have a bowl of pork stock. So now if I go over here to mushroom soup, I can actually make the mushroom soup now because I have a bowl of pork stock and the mushrooms. And so we'll make that. Okay. So now I have this delicious bowl of mushroom soup, which gives me 2% poison resistance and 108 resistance rating. Let's go ahead and eat my soup. Looked like a loaf of bread. Did not look like a bowl of soup. That's the generic eating element. But you'll now see here I have a... Where's it at here? Here it is, fortifying food. So I have a 20-minute buff on me now because I ate that fortifying food. Then if I wanted to come in here and say create, let's see, let's close all these down. I made a fortifying food. Let's make a trail food, and I want something that gives me will. This gives me vitality and will. What is dace? I don't know that it's a fish, it looks like. I don't know if I buy that or if I have to fish that.
How do you do?
That's a good question. Because this looks like a rare recipe because it's purple. I'm willing to bet that that's something you have to fish. Yeah, it's not available here. So let's make some... Can I make something that just gives me will? Carrot sticks. Now I already have the butter and I already have fresh carrots. So let's just make... Okay, let's eat my carrots, which looks like a loaf of bread. So you'll now notice that I have on my character, I have trail food, which is a will bonus, and I have fortifying food. And then if I wanted to make food for regen purposes, which would be these, I need a bottle of water for hard biscuits. Let's make a pie crust, and we'll make a pie. We'll make a mushroom pie here. Alright, let's eat that. So now I have all three things going. I have trail food, which gives me a will bonus, a stat bonus. Then I have fortifying food, which gives me a resist bonus and a resist rating bonus. And then I have cooked food, which is giving me in combat and out of combat regen. So as you can see, having food and making food in Lord of the Rings Online is somewhat, it's not necessary, but it gives bonuses to your character, it enhances your character. It's something that's kind of fun, and the deeper you get into this game, the funner it can get, because you get to do things like, oh, I'm gonna make, let's see here, I'm gonna make bold stout beer and drink the beer. And so in order to make bold stout beer, which we'll get into this later, this one things get complicated because you have to prepare North Downs hops and a bucket of spring mash. So you have to farm both the spring barley and the North Down hops. And then if you're making specialty brews that have things like blueberries and other stuff in them, it starts getting kind of really crazy and deep into this. So hopefully you enjoyed my brief overview of farming and cooking in Lord of the Rings Online, specifically here in the Shire, because we are focused on a Shire-based completionist adventure with this video series. This video looks like it's about 22 minutes long compared to yesterday's, which was 45 minutes. So hopefully this one is far more concise, gives you a little bit more information in a smaller space. Hope you enjoy. Stick around. I'm streaming Lord of the Rings Online a lot recently. I stream a lot of other things too, so don't forget to subscribe to the channel, hit the bell icon if you like what you see, and follow along because we're going to be continuing our adventures in the Shire. Until next time, stay healthy, stay safe, and enjoy games. And for those of you who are tuning in live or watching this post, now is the moment where I'm going to AFK and grab something to eat really quick, and then we will be back to continue more adventures in the Shire. That's coffee. Checking in with my brother to see if he got lotro working or not. Alright. Let's do some quests. Doing the Vigilante Committee. Beam Furlong. Maggot's farm is south along the river road in the Marish. Matt Harfoot has asked you to look for Violet Underhill and suggested you speak with old Farmer Maggot. Told you that one of the members of his Vigilante Committee has gone missing. So that's going to be the first quest we work on today, ladies and gentlemen. It's a bit of a run, or a bit of a ride. So we'll probably take the horse to get to Stock. Because I'm a lazy hobbit and I don't feel like hoofing it all the way. I don't think we can ride to Stock from here. Nope, we go to Hobbiton, and from Hobbiton we go to Stock. Alright, and then from here we ride on to Stock.
Hello there.
Alright. Almost there. All of these quests are getting gray and green to me, but that's okay, because I'm doing this for the completionist in me, not because I'm actually interested in everything. This house is beautiful. We need to get a screenshot of this. Let's get off my horse. Screenshot. Hobbit house goals. Alright. Riding through people's farms and fields. Going down the road. Now entering the marsh. I must have missed my way around the road to his home. Well, Farmer Maggot seems to be more than just a conventional hobbit. The Vigilante. The Vigilance Committee.
I've no chuck with strangers.
Violet Underhill? Yes, indeed. I told that young lady what I'm going to tell you, and what I told the Bounders days ago, if I'd had any sense. Some ruffians have come into the Shire not far west of here. Brigands, more than likely. My son Hammy here can tell you more about 'em, too. We'd both like to see 'em gone from the Shire. I told that young lady that their camp was no place for her to be poking her nose, but I guess from what you say that she didn't listen. I should have told someone about 'em, but I figured her to have more hobbit sense.
Oi there, give me a moment.
Okay, and this is... Oh, they both have quests now. I see it now. That hobbit lass Violet probably went off to see those ruffians on her own. Okay, it's no good waiting for the sheriffs to do something now. You better hurry out there and look around. I only hope she ain't been harmed. Hammy.
Hello there. Might I speak with you a
Okay,
moment?
so Hammy has a quest as well to defeat the brigands. Brigands, like as not, camp not far west of here. Alright, well, we're about to go take care of some bandits and rescue Violet Underhill. I have to admit, I don't think I've ever been over here. So he's got these greenhouses set up for his mushrooms. Bit of lore. Book lore. For those of you who have only ever seen the movies. You should read up on who Farmer Maggot is. And what his profession is. He specializes in one particular thing. Mushrooms. So they're going to be up over the top of that water hill, it looks like. Are they up there? I'm on the wrong side, it looks like. Oh, it looks like there's brigands right there. Well, it's time to get this done. Oh my god, that's a few. Did I just bite off more than I can chew? Yep. Run. I don't know if I can make it. That's a lot of bandits. Ah! That's my first death. So I'm not going to earn the titles. I think you get one if you make it all the way to 20? You get titles, I think, every 5 or 10 levels or so. I know you got one at level 5 or 7 or something. Alright, we're going to revive for free. I bit off more than I could chew, ladies and gentlemen. Went charging into that camp thinking my almighty bard powers would keep me safe. That was not the case. Gotta be a little more cautious. Yeah, play that loot, bad boy. Violet Underhill is held prisoner in a cart here. At least we found her. Won't you run away from me?
Dear me, what do you want?
Why, you filthy... Oh, you're not one of the ruffians. Get me out of here. Alright, let's go, Violet. Come on, before more of them come back. Oh man, there's a whole bunch of them now because they've respawned. Okay, we're gonna have to... be cautious. Where are we going, Violet? following you. I can get back to my own now. Please tell Matt I'm alright. Okay. So we've rescued Violet. Go back down to the farm. Turn that quest in. Woodhall. I'm gonna come back here in a minute. I want to record a quick video snippet there because that place looks amazing. Happy maggot.
Hello there.
Alright. And the other one is the guy back in stock, yeah? Well, before we go to stock, we're going to go back over there and take a quick little video snippet. So everyone's always going on about Bag End, but I kind of like Woodhall. Look at this. You come in here, you've got the cool little arched gate here, nice little lantern out front, but then you come in and it's like this nice little hollow with these hobbit holes scattered around the edges of this hollow. Big trees everywhere, plenty of shade, and then a path up the mountain there. Or you can come out over here and work your way straight down to the river, which is not too far away. Oh, and there's a quest here. We might have to go quest in the area. I think so.
Stay and have some tea.
Oh, this is for one of the pies. Okay, well, let's take her pie back, and then we'll ride back to stock for the turn-in. I gotta make it to Hobbiton with the pie. Run, run, go with that pie. Now, yesterday I was saying how I wanted to make a cheese and green or egg and green onion omelet yesterday, and I didn't do it because my wife and I try not to eat eggs more than once or twice a week, and we had already eaten eggs the day before. But I'm pretty sure I might be able to convince her to do a egg omelet, egg and cheese omelet with green eggs. We don't have any mushrooms right now, though. We didn't buy any the other day at the store, so unfortunately I won't be able to do any fried mushrooms with it. But I may do a egg and cheese omelet today with green onions in homage to Lord of the Rings. So stick around. I might put that up on Twitter later on. Twitter and Facebook. And for those of you tuning in, I do have Twitter, Facebook, and an Instagram, although I don't do a lot with the Instagram. I may do more with the Instagram. This has all been somewhat of an experiment for me over the last couple of months. I was testing out Twitch streaming throughout the month of September with a little bit in August. I just don't really like the way Twitch works. I'm having far better results on YouTube in terms of new followers and people tuning in and people commenting and communicating and people coming back and watching the videos after the fact. And I was not paying attention to the road and got my pie stolen by a hungry hobbit. Alright, well, let's ride back to Stock to turn that question, and we'll go back to Woodhill and grab her pie, because we know that that needs to be done. And this time, I will not run into a hungry hobbit because I'm not paying attention. It's because I got talking about food, and that got me sidetracked. Lost my pie.
How do you do?
Well, we're doing good. Now we're going back to Stock. I do like the view when you come over the hill there and you see the... It's out of our view now, but that's one of my favorite views in the Shire, when you come over there and you see the river snaking off into the distance. Now, that's not the Brandywine, but... Alright, talk to Matt Harfoot, let him know that we've rescued Violet.
A lovely day, isn't
I'm
it?
so happy Violet is safe. I never would have sent her to the marsh if I thought she'd go off her own like that to face those ruffians. Alright, at some point I'm gonna have to go see what I can get with all these gift mathams. But first, we're going back down there into, what is it, Woodhall? Because we need to grab that pie and get it back to the Shire. Get back to Hobbiton, I should say. right back before I do that quest. Alright, let's deliver this pie.
Could I take a moment of your time?
Pay attention to hungry hobbits this time. Leave me alone. Alright, nosy hobbit and a hungry hobbit. That's the one that got me last time. Keep your eyes peeled for hungry hobbits. I'm in the clear. Nice.
Ho-ho-ho!
Alright, let's work on these next quests. First one is defeat hill toads, which looks like right around here. sure don't see no hill toads around here. There's one. Okay, these hill toads seem to be pretty rare up here. Maybe there's more up top. Alright, toads, where are you? Still need 2 more toads. Fight Lobelia, the toad. So she must be a big nasty toad in the middle of the swamps. Look at this. Here's all the toads. I should have come here. So she's gonna run her way back home. Back into her cage.
Hello.
You certainly taught her a lesson. You're welcome. What do these gloves look like? No, they're ugly. I don't like them. Alright, where are we going next? Seeking saltpeter. It's back towards Bridgeford, or Budgeford, I should say.
Hello there.
Saltpeter. I got mounds of it. But I got other problems too.
Hello there. Might I speak with you a moment?
Alright, defeat the wolves.
Oh, I hope it's not a bother, but may I speak with you?
No, you're a pie. We'll do yours later.
Oh, gracious me.
Alright, see, these are both gonna send me to defeat the wolves. Well, I think they might be different wolves. At least count for one of the quests. The other wolves are right here. Alright, both of those quests done, and I think those are both right near each other to do the turn-ins, so... 2 birds with 1 stone, so to speak.
Goodness!
Ooh, a hooded cloak? I don't like the colors. I'll take the sausages.
Goodness! Could you help me with something?
A few nights ago, we heard a great ruckus. There were wolves fighting amongst themselves at the old ruins. My wife, Linda, was caught outside when the wolves came. Alright, so he wants us to talk to her, because she might be able to figure out what's going on.
Oh, good day.
Alright, got the saltpeter. Linda's gonna tell us more about the wolves. Milo told you about the wolves passing through Watchford. I thought he might. But when I was a short way out of town, I saw a huge wolf standing on a hilltop. saw at least a dozen wolves come running right down through the middle of town. I think it might have something to do with the wolf I saw on the hilltop. It was the Gale hide, I'm sure of it. Okay. We'll go take a look for you. Never say no to freshly harvested blueberries. Or strawberries. We have to get up top there somehow. Oh, there's tons of harvest flies. I'm just gonna train up to the top. This is a different quest too. Okay, well, might as well do it while I'm here. Rune inscribed collar. Alright, take that back to Linda Bolger. Alright, this is a collar, Donnivan. Who could possibly be strong enough to put a collar on a wolf like the one I saw that night? I can't read the letters that are inscribed on it, but they look unpleasant to me.
Gracious me, oh, I need your help.
You say that elves sometime pass through the Shire on the way to the White Towers or to the sea. My husband says he spoke with one in the forest near Woodhull to the southwest. Okay, so she wants me to take that collar to the elf and see what he has to say.
A
lovely day, isn't it?
Well, we took care of those for you. Alright, let's go find this elf. I totally missed that comedic drop there. Wilbur Took says, I'm having an adventure. I've paddled all the way from Frogmartin. Paddling 15 minutes down the river is an adventure. Well, in the days of no cars. Alright, what does he have to say about this?
What can I do for you?
Welcome, Hobbit. I am Arthur Rivendell. It is not often that I entertain guests at this place. What is it that you would have me explain? Those are evil letters, my friend, but I will read them if it brings understanding. The runes inscribed in the collar identify this creature as a great chieftain of wolves, a warg of Angmar named Logfoot. If Logfoot has broken free of his collar, it is likely he thinks to serve himself rather than his former masters. I do not doubt that the warg was sent forth on some evil errand, but it now seeks to cause some evil on its own behalf.
Might you spare a moment of your time?
Even apart from his masters in Angmar, this warg Logfoot is too dangerous to remain unhindered in these lands. Alright, so this is a fellowship quest. I wonder if I can do it by myself. We're gonna try. Might as well. Does he have another quest? No. Let's just see if we can do this or not. I'm level 14. So I'm a little bit beyond the quest. We're about to go see if I get pwned by a warg. Somewhere up in these ruins. Oh shit, he's right there. Oh, I gotta switch stances. Take care of this wolf. Back up. I'm gonna get ads. I'm gonna get the ad no matter what, I bet. Maybe not? Oh. So, a little overpowered helped. I figured he'd be deeper into the camp. I kind of got surprised when I ran right into him. Sheriff's leggings, which I'll take because those have a lot more armor class and some agility. Ooh, I've reached level 15 and may now purchase a personal home. For prices and availability, check a classic housing broker near Mickle Delving, Thorns Hall, Duguileon, or South Bree, or a premium housing broker in Dal Amroth or Minas Tirith. Premium housing upkeep is waived for VIP. Okay, so that's all the Gondor housing. I never did get to Gondor. The highest I've played is through Rohan with my main character, who hasn't even gotten to Helm's Deep yet. He's still in the middle of the Rohan expansion. But I did get to level 15, so that's interesting. Alright, let's put those pants on. And now we need to bring the saltpeter to Hyacinth Took, who's back in Tuckborough. I wonder if I just recall the Mickle Delving. That seems to be closer. Where is this quest? The Lucky Slingstone. Oh, that's all the way up by Brocken Borings. Well, if we gotta do this, let's grab the spoiled pie because that's gonna take us back in that direction. We might as well do that additional pie quest. And then we can grab those while we're over there. Alright. See if we can avoid hungry hobbits. Is that a hungry hobbit? That's a hungry hobbit. I think we gotta get across the bridge. That's a nosy hobbit, which we're okay with. It's the hungry hobbits that are dangerous. Because they'll eat my pie. This is that guy who said, I'm having an adventure. I paddled all the way down from Frogmorton. Oh, that's too funny. You try to kill yourself. Get out of the water before you drown. But I'm paneling to the Brandywine. Alright, let's get this pie delivered. I feel like I've done about half of the pie quests now. I should check the deed log, it'll tell me. I don't want to do it while I'm running because I'll get sidetracked. And then I'll end up getting caught by a hungry hobbit. What's that nosy hobbit? I think there's a hungry one. Yeah, he's right there. That's who would got me that one time when I wasn't paying attention. Alright, got your pie delivered. Now we can take the saltpeter to Hyacinth Took. Not got a new mail. Alright, so I need to look at the deeds here real quick because I've done 7 of 12, so I've done half. Yeah, I've done half the pies. A little more than half. There's Hyacinth Took.
What do you need? Could I
Really
take a
shouldn't
moment
have
of your
let
time?
Cam bully you into hunting those wolves around. That's work for the sheriffs. Alright, now I need some charcoal. Please go to Overhill and talk to Hart Holman. Well, that's good because I have another quest up by Overhill, but in the meantime, I have to bring a barrel of pipeweed to Longo Burrow. Oh, that's right. I gotta get the barrel of pipeweed here from the bear dens. So you left it somewhere over here. All right. Let's see how many of these I can get around. Alright, there's the barrel of pipeweed. Let's get this delivered. Run away! Oh, what is this over here? A quest that I missed. Hello, Polo.
Oh, dear me, please don't leave yet.
He wants me to fight off some bears. Switch over to melody stands. No, there's more of them. I stumbled across that quest by accident. Sometimes it helps getting off the beaten path. Yes, I have defeated the bears, good Polo.
Mercy me.
What's that dagger look like? What's it cool? That's not a bad looking dagger. Simple, but interesting looking. Is that better than what I have? It's the same. I'm gonna take the dagger instead.
Gracious me, I need your help.
Now I have a dagger on my hip instead of a sword. Alright, sorry to say, but I got more bee problems. You saved one hive, but the queens and the others were killed by the bears, and I need new ones. Talk to Gammer Buffin. Well, first we're going to deliver the pipeweed.
Dear me, what do you want?
Alright, give it here, and I'll keep my end of the bargain now. This took you're looking for. Gerbert was his name, eh? And he hid in one of my leaf wagons? Well, I haven't seen him, eh? I didn't say I'd actually seen this took of yours. I just said I'd tell you what I'd know. And that's all I know. Now be off with you. Well, that's kind of crappy. Make me do your dirty work. Don't tell me anything. It's gonna stress Ursula out. Hidden stash. Oh, how terrible!
Rude.
That Longo is a rude sort. I'm so sorry that he tricked you. Now back to the matter of Gerber. I think I may have just had a thought on who else you might be able to ask. I'll take the fried mushrooms, please.
Don't you turn your back on me?
My cousin Alda is married to Rollo Buffin in Woodhall. Alright. Well, Woodhall's all the way over on the other side of the Shire, dear. So we'll be doing that quest later on. Which one do we have that's closest to here? Talk to Gammer Buffin. Up and Overhill. A salve for stings is also up and Overhill. Leaf. Yeah, so it looks like we're going up into the Overhill area, which means following the road because there's no horse to Overhill. It's in between Hobbiton and Brockenborings. I can take the horse and then jump off midway. I should probably sell before I make my way up that way. Any merchants here? Probably in the inn. Let's go ahead and sell before we head up to Overhill.
Can I help you find something, friend?
Yeah, you can. You can help me sell. I don't think I need to keep any of this stuff. I am keeping the mushrooms. All the foods, no, because I can make my own. Sell all. Okay. Good thing is I'm getting plenty of coin to keep up my crafting habit. Alright. Actually, let's take the horse up to
A lovely day,
Brockenborings.
isn't it?
And then we'll jump off midway once we get up to Overhill. Alright, we've got multiple quests here, it looks like. Alright. First, we're going to talk to Gammer because he's got some for the
Hello
stings.
there.
Hey, what's that? Knees? You skinned your knee? Oh, beads. Yes, I can make a salve against stings, but I'll need some ingredients first. Find me 4 toadstones from any of the toads around the Shire. Mind you, but not all toads have them, right? Alright, so let's go kill some frogs in the swamp. Ooh, this is a new quest.
Might I have a word with you?
Building the Mickle Delving Homestead. Might I beg a favour of you? I've got this work order for materials and labour over in Donnivan, and I need delivered immediately. Confirm orders. Ah, so this is gonna lead me to the housing. Perfect. I'll do that later on, because I'm definitely gonna pick up a hobbit house.
Hello there.
Charcoal, is it? Yes, we do have some for sale. I'll be happy to prepare a parcel for young Hyacinth. But there's one thing you can do for me first. Of course there
Hello
is.
there. Might I speak with you a moment?
Defeat the big black bear. I can't get near my wood pile anymore. So if you can help me out by getting rid of that big black bear so I can get my wood, I'll be happy to make a parcel of charcoal for your friend Hyacinth. Alright. And then we also have another quest that's already up in this area. Is there a mailbox? Right there in front of me is a mailbox. Traveling yields wonderful tales, and by now I am certain you have many. Why not return to me and we can help each other work on our arts? Here's a letter for you. Bert Ninetails. Who the hell is Bert Ninetails? I've heard tell that you are looking to make your mark and presence known. I think maybe it'll assist you to take some work. Where's that quest at? I don't... Pressing matter. Doesn't say where he's at, right? Oh, that's a menstrual quest. Ah, okay. So that's a class quest. I forgot about class quests. Well, that's for later. We've still got plenty to do here in the Shire. Hey, James. Good morning, good morning. I think I saw that you followed last night, so welcome aboard. Well, last night or this morning. The name seems familiar. I think I saw a notification either last night or when I woke up this morning. Alright, we're gonna go defeat the big black bear. Let's see, how many other bears are there? A few. And he's up in that direction. And the stone is up there too. Oh, hello. Sitting here looking at the landscape and I get attacked from behind. Okay, there he is. He's over there. The big black bear. Alright, let's go into Melody's stance here. See if I can pull him back. Oh, I got him by himself. Very interesting. Alright, there's also that lucky stone somewhere up in here. Oh, stuck on something there. Have to take care of at least a couple of bears here. sling stone. I think we're good to go back. You know, I vaguely remember many years ago questing in this area, and I could swear there's like a troll or something up here. But it's been so long ago, I want to say I thought it was over here. I'm going to see if I can run up here and see what I can see while I'm up in the area. I'm probably remembering incorrectly, because again, it was so many years ago. It was whenever the game first launched. Yeah, I think I'm misremembering because I don't appear to see anything. Alright, back to Overhill we go. Alright, yeah, there's talk of a troll in Ruckshakbuck. I already saw that troll. That troll I know about. Alright. Hart Holman. That's not right, but this is the big black bear quest.
A lovely day, isn't it?
You killed him. I don't generally hold with hunting our local bears just to be rid of them, but that big black bear was dangerous, let me tell you. Here, take this piece of charcoal back to young Hyacinth, with my courtesy and respect. Okay, thank you very much, sir. And Everard wanted his lucky sling stone.
How do you
found
do?
it. I can't thank you enough. I'll take the cooked carrots since I can't use any of your weapons. And then it looks like I need to go take care of these toads. This is always one of my least favorite parts of the Shire, was the Ruckshak bogs. I just never did like it. I think we've got some stuff we can collect here from the area. Those are the hunters. Gnats. Slugs. So basically I have to hunt all over to find the what do you call them? The toads. Let's see if we can see anything from up top. Slugs, slugs. Nah, there's a toad right there. Alright, got a toadstone. There's another toad over there. No stone from that toad. Also no stone from that toad. Ugh. How many toads might I have to kill? Got one from that one, thankfully. Alright. Got all my toadstones. Take those back. Back to Overhill. Just don't knock me off my horse. We'll be good. What do I got over there? Strawberries? I'll definitely harvest the strawberries. Alright, Gamer Bullfin.
How do you do? Stay and have some tea.
Alright, hurry back and find a hive for Farmer Proudfoot. Find a wild hive before the salve dries. Ooh, I get some robes? Oh, they're the same, they're just a different color than the ones I've got. But he does have a new hat, which I will absolutely take, even though I'm not going to show the visibility on it. Accept it. Long live the queen. Hold on, I need to turn off all these other quests since that one's got a timer. Since we have a timer on this quest, we will run south and do this one first. Oof, spiders, yuck. Should be getting close, yeah? Almost there. Look like it's just up in the foothills ahead. Somewhere past the bears. What's chasing me? Oh, one of those bears is mad. I stole his honey. That's cool. Look at the hive. And there's bees swarming all around it. And I appear to be unbothered because of the salve that I wore. Very cool. Here you go, Polo.
Dear me, what do you want?
That new hive will do nicely. I'll just give the bees a while to get used to the new home. In the meantime, please take this award. I'm going to take the hat. Because it is better than what I'm wearing. Although, the one I'm wearing is not a cool looking hat. Don't like that hat. Alright. Let's other two quests for this one and this one. Alright, I'm going to bring the charcoal back to Hyacinth Took. Okay.
Hello.
We should be about our next bit of business.
Might I have a word with you?
You're too willing, Donnivan. First wolves and now a bear. You should be more firm with these folk and make them take care of their own problems for just once. That goes for her too. Last but not least, I need some brimstone and iron fillings. You can't find brimstone around here, so I always go to the dwarves. Please head to Needlehole and talk to Onar. Well, either way, that's a horse ride. So we're back to Hobbiton, it looks like. Alright, I'm gonna unfollow the Leaf and Woodhall because that's gonna be a bit of a hike. We'll go over there after we wrap up whatever's over here.
Hello there.
Alright, this should be the dwarf. Right up here. Onar, right here.
What do you want?
So little Hyacinth wants some more makings for her pretty lights. Wants to be a wizard, does she? Ha! Well, it just so happens I have some brimstone and fillings to sell, at a very reasonable price too, I might add. And tell all your friends, very easy terms. What? Don't just stand there like a ninny with your mouth open. Were you thinking I'd send you on a quest or something for such simple things? Here, take these parcels, good day to you. So this is the first guy that hasn't sent me on a
Good day.
quest. Back to Hobbiton we go. Alright. Oh, looks like some fellow adventurers on the road ahead of me. And that's a bot group, more than likely. Or a box group, I should say. More than likely. Or he's powering and leveling people, but either way. We can go ahead and dismount here because we're close enough. Considering they were all AFK and following on that person. Jay, more power to you if you want to play multiple characters. You're the housing broker. I'm going to come back to talk to you later. Because that's a turn-in quest, right? Yeah, that's a turn-in quest. Brimstone and sparks.
Just a moment.
That wasn't that hard, was it? And you stood your ground with him. I'll get started on these fireworks right now. Tell that old crow all she needs is just 3 months. Oh my goodness. I think Lobelia Saxville Baggins wanted them, like, tomorrow. 3 months. Oh, this is gonna be fun to turn in. She is gonna be livid. Up to the party tree we go. I wonder why they call that the Bywater Bridge when it's in Hobbiton, because Bywater is down the road a bit. Fireworks! Yay! Alright, let's see what Amelia has to say about her 3-month firework
Well,
delivery.
the gall of some folk.
3 months? 3 months? That won't do. It won't do at all. My birthday's in 2 months. Do you understand? 2.
Hi there, give me a moment.
One way or another, by hook or by crook, I shall have them, I tell you. Ah, Hyacinth said her fireworks were stolen, didn't she? Well, then there's your answer. Get them back from the thieves. Talk to Sheriff Smallborough here in Hobbiton, and I'm sure he will set you right on the path if you can pull him away from his mug. So I did all that running around to get new fireworks made, and Lobelia's not happy about it and wants me to go retrieve them from the thieves, which could have been done in the first place. But then we wouldn't have done 10 side quests and gotten to see all the Shire. Right? Right. Of course he's in the tavern. Like all good hobbit sheriffs.
Hello there.
You've got my sympathy about dealing with Lobelia, but I'm happy to say this matter's completely out of my hands. Fortunately for me, there's nothing I can do about fireworks stolen in Tuckborough. I can only deal with matters arising near Hobbiton. You should go and talk to the Thane, Paladin Took, at the Great Smiles in Tuckborough. I'm sure he'll be able to direct you. So, not my responsibility is what we just got told. Not my job. Talk to Thane, Paladin Took the Second.
Hello.
I do remember the incident. Hyacinth told me about it naturally. The local bounders have been able to recover the lost fireworks. Why should you bring it to my mind? I think I may have a task for you. Dangerous one, I might add.
Please, stay a moment.
There are some big folk, ruffians or brigands most likely, camping in the southwest part of the Marish, not far from Woodhall. Okay, so, and I already gotta go over to Woodhall anyway, for this other quest. So it looks like we'll be going there to do both of these. So I didn't realize you have to own... If you're not paying VIP, you have to unlock all these things with points. So that is the one difference as I'm going through on this free-to-play version. I'm learning that there's quite a bit of things that they have behind. Oh, and they charge you a fortune for it. That's slot requires purchase. So that is a what are these? These are class traits? Yeah, that's a class trait slot. And then this would be a trait slot, or virtue trait. Right. Well, for the moment I have determination, which I might take because I've got that. What about will? Confidence. We'll say earning wisdom, and then we can use some of these potions. Well, in the meantime, we'll slot that one at least. I need to look how to get my racials. Which are where? Crafting, system, social, deeds. Class, race, epic. How do I earn these? I don't remember. Virtuous hobbit. I'll have to research that because I don't remember. Alright, both of these quests should be over near Woodhall. Yep, one's in Woodhall and the other one's right there. So, closest is going to be to... I'll probably just take my mount over there. It's probably the quickest and easiest way. Alright, let's see here. Also have a quest here. We really need help, friend, thank you. Bounder of
Might
Great
I have a
Merit.
word with you?
Ooh, I'm gonna get a... This is for doing all these quests. I don't like the look of it, but I like the stats. +2 hope, that's cool. You've done a lot of good for the folk, Bounder Donnivan. Report back to Second Sheriff Bodo Bunce by Town Hall Mickle to tell him of your deeds. Absolutely. One of the perks of doing the completionist version of the Shire, I suppose. I should bind in Hobbiton because that's where the best happen. I don't know though, because this is where I come back to do harvesting, is Mickle Delving.
Just a moment.
I've heard all the good you've done, Donnivan. You truly are an excellent bounder and deserve the thanks of all Shire folk. We don't go in for uniforms, but I must say that you've earned another feather in your cap. Take it with my thanks. Very cool. So I get a hope bonus from that, which is very nice. Alright. Where's the mount? Who's gonna ride to Hobbiton and then ride to Stock?
A lovely day, isn't it?
Hello there.
Alright. Keep it on, keep it on. We're here to talk to Leaf and Woodhall. That's probably the closest. Looks like they just released another patch for Baldur's Gate 3. So I may be doing Baldur's Gate 3 again here in the next day or two. I was going to do Baldur's Gate 3 again today, but I heard they were doing another patch soon, so I decided to wait till the patch goes live before I log back into that game. Alright, here's Leaf. Talk to Rollo Buffen. Alright, need pipeweed. Celia sent you, did she? What a surprise. She didn't seem too fond of me after I married my Alda, but I suppose time heals all wounds, as they say. So, you are looking for a hobbit who hid on one of Longo Burrow's leaf wagons, are you? Geribert Took was the name. It's funny you mention that, as I'm missing something myself, and I think this might be related.
Hello there. Might I speak with you a moment?
I was expecting one of Longo Baggins' wagons to arrive a while ago, but the fool thing never showed. I sent a message to Longo, but he never answered. At the time, I supposed he had never sent the wagon or wasn't too worried about it, but now you've got me wondering. There's a clearing north of Stock Road where wagons occasionally stop. It's due west of Woodhull, right by the well bridge. Maybe there you'll find some sign of Longo's wagon or this Geribert Took. He says, I do think it's strange that Longo wasn't too worried about the missing wagon. Well, hold on a second, because one of these is for the bandits. We'll do that first. I wonder how far I can get up in here without getting knocked off my horse. I'll have to go into Melody's stance. Alright, I'm gonna have to jump off the horse here. Alright, I think we're good. Make our way down here to destroy. Oh, and there's the yeast I need also. You come here, buddy. That's for another quest that I had. Very groovy. I gotta say, Melody's stance is pretty cool. Unless they decide to run like that one did. Alright. Oh, very nice. Put it out! Put it out! Let's get out of here. Hopefully before I get respawn. And then we can go search for the missing wagon. Ooh, I managed to fall down without taking fall damage. Until I jumped in the river. And then I took the fall damage. Wishful thinking. Thought I was getting away with something and I wasn't. Alright. Let's go look for that missing wagon. See what we can see. Breakfast is smelling good. Chris made Finnish pancakes. Which is a recipe from my great-great-grandmother, who was from Finland. It's a recipe handed down to my family. You find loose pipeweed leaves in the bed of the wagon. But that's it. Alright, so it's not really anything other than just looks like maybe the pipeweed's been stolen. I wonder if Gerbert had something to do with it, and maybe that's why he's missing. Because he decided to make off with the goods. Could be. Arthur, we talked to you earlier. Alright.
Good day.
Very curious. You say this abandoned wagon had a wheel that was smaller than the others. Huh? It sounds like one of Longo's wagons, all right. I warned him that it wasn't safe, but he wouldn't listen to me. Well, I suppose the only way to find out what became of that leaf, and perhaps Gerbert took, is to follow that trail of leaf to the south.
Hello there. Might
If I were
speak with you
to
a
guess
moment?
what that trail of leaf goes, I would say it winds up at old Odo's leaf barn. Odo Burrow was Longo's father, and he was everything Longo isn't, meaning that he was a fine, respectable hobbit. When old Odo died, Longo inherited everything, including that farmstead to the south of here. Longo abandoned it, but I wonder if he still isn't using it for something. If you travel south from the World Bridge west of Woodhall, you'll come across the farmstead. Search the crates, you might find a clue about your missing took. The fellowship quests, but I'm overleveled, so I should be fine. Just gonna follow the road. Woodworker scrolls, metalsmith scroll, nothing that I can use. Alright. I completed Determination 96, so I'm getting all sorts of explorer deeds from running around doing the completionist version of the Shire. Cage? What does the cage have to do with anything? Guess we'll find out in a minute. Is this Gerbert? It is. Gerbert
Oh,
took.
gracious me.
Bless that Acelia for sending you to find me, and bless you for finding me. You wouldn't believe what I've been through. I'll tell you later, but now we have to escape. Alright. Oh no! We're good, Garrett. Let's go. Oh, apparently not. Are there more? Looks like there's gonna be more. You've successfully freed Gerbert Took. Alright. I'll meet you back at Celia's farm. Okay. All of these quests, Flare for Danger. No, the Golden Perch is back here in stock. Looks like. And then the other ones are in Tuckborough, so we'll go to stock first, then we'll ride back to Hobbiton. Golden Perch.
lovely day,
Ah,
isn't
that's the yeast. Alright, so I got the brew, which I'll take. Nice refreshing swig of. Someone's singing off key. I'm a little drunk from that one.
Good day. How may I help you?
Ooh, and it looks like the outfitter has some clothing I can pick up. Day pack. Pretty happy with the clothes I have at the moment. Warden's pack. No, sturdy woodcutter's pack. Nah. My breakfast is ready, so we're gonna wrap this up for the moment. I'm gonna go AFK while I go eat. Looks like I'm riding back to Hobbiton. So that must be my character. It says you've muddled your wits, and that's why he's humming. Yeah. So whatever that brew was, it was definitely quite potent.
Is there something I can do for you?
Alright, we're gonna ride back to Hobbiton. I'm gonna go AFK for a bit, ladies and gentlemen, here for a few minutes, go eat my breakfast, and I will be back here in a few. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, we're back. Hooded and cloaked, we're ready to continue. Up to Tookborough we go to wrap up this quest line. Finish up Celia Took.
It's been a foul day, it has.
My hero! Thank you for saving Gerbert. You wouldn't believe how rattled the poor fellow was when he got here. He wolfed down the meal I prepared and had such a fantastic tale to tell.
Don't you turn your back on me.
Seems that hiding aboard Longo's wagon took him much further than anyone had expected. You simply must talk to him.
Oh, good day.
I'm overjoyed to see you, and really must tell you my tale. That wagon I hid aboard stopped over there on the stock road, and I sneaked off. Some big men came and carried the pipeweed away, so I followed them. Near old Odo's barn, they put the pipeweed in another wagon, and I sneaked into that one too. What a mistake! That one traveled for days and days until we finally arrived at some horrible tower. I slipped off the wagon before they unloaded at the gates to the tower, then hid again. A terrible robed man came. Some of the ruffians called him Sharky. Oh my god, so he took a ride all the way to Isengard. Even the big foe seemed scared of him. He ordered them to return hid, so I hid on the wagon one more time. The true irony is that once we got back, those men spotted me and locked me up. Alright, that takes the cake, honestly. Gerbert took rode all the way to Isengard. Met Saruman. Alright, they've got 2 quests to turn in. Thane Paladin took the second. Flair for danger.
What do you need? Might I have a word with you?
Alright, so that's the end of the fireworks quest. Almost took in a tower.
Hello.
That's quite the tale you spin, Donnivan. I think I should keep an eye on that Longo Burrow and his friends among the bagfolk. Likely we could drive them out, but I would like to watch them for a while. Perhaps learn more of this Sharky that Gerbert saw. Do I have any bracelets yet? I do not, so I should probably take the bracelet. Oh, that's a nice dagger. I'll take... What does it look like? Don't like the look of it, but I'll take it. Because... cosmetic-wise... I'll put this one. I'm gonna get the hat too. There we go. Gloves, get rid of the gloves also. Alright, we're gonna talk to Hyacinth one more time. that'll be the end of this quest chain, I think.
Hello.
That's some tale to tell. I wish I'd been there to see all those rockets go off at once. Alright, so Lobelia is going to cancel orders, so she gave me some fireworks. Let's take a look at what they look like, eh? Nothing hugely spectacular, but also somewhat interesting. Alright. Well, we're going to wind it down here with some more crafting. We're going to head back to the crafting area, and we're going to do some more cooking. Just go ahead and recall. I don't know what the lag is there. Alright, let's see what we can do here, because we need to get to the next tier, and then I'll start making some beers and stuff. So I need to get through the journeyman tier. So what's gonna be the easiest way? Probably need to go make a bunch of cabbage. Let's see here. Or oatmeal. I get 8 points for that. I get 10 points for stuffed cabbage. But I need taters. So I should go make a bunch of cabbage, onions, and taters. And I need at least 28 of each to get through the first tier, and I'm probably going to need another 56. Getting my calculator out. So I need 84 of each. Okay. Alright, so off to the farms we go. We're going to do some farming here. I get 8. I get 10 for that. It's better to do this because I can actually make all the cabbage and taters, and I'm going to get points for making the cabbages and taters, so that'll get me through this tier. Okay. Alright, browse the shop. Let's see here.
Hello there.
Sell. I don't want to sell that because it actually looked kind of cool. Alright, so ingredients. I'm gonna need journeyman crop seed. Let's buy 50. And then we need a handful of fertilizer. We'll buy 50 of that as well. Buckets of water. 50 of that. It'll get me started. Oh, you know what else I'll need though? I also need Because I need yellow onions, right? Yep. So I need some apprentice crop seeds. Let's do those first.
A lovely day, isn't it?
Let's buy 10 of those and see if that's enough to get me what I need, since I already have... Alright, 5. Okay. Okay, that's those. And now I need to make a bunch of cabbages and taters. The unglamorous side of harvesting, crafting in Lord of the Rings Online. It's got to be done if we want to make the good stuff. Did I already harvest that field? I did. All right, so I need to make 5 more. We'll do 10. We'll do 20 of each. We'll do 20 cabbage fields, 20 tater fields. That ought to get me, we'll see. Should get me close to enough, we'll see. Depends on crits and so on and so forth. And the yield on the fields. Alright. Alright, now on to the tater fields. This is a nice post-breakfast thing to do because I'm not hungry anymore. Otherwise, I would have been sitting here making potatoes and cabbage and yellow onions and thinking about making food. What I want to try to do before I finish up today is I want to get my cooking to the next tier. That way when I go to do the brewing episode, I've got 3 tiers of beers that I can work on. Instead of only 2. Alright, let's go back over here. And we need to make all of the yellow onions. So we're gonna make all. Perfect time to do some exercises while these are going on. Be right back. Boring parts of reality. Push-ups, squats, lunges, jumping jacks. Things you gotta do. You can't just sit here for 12 hours a day in a chair and not do anything. Alright. Well, I'm definitely gonna have plenty of yellow onions. I'll have plenty to work on for stock for other things later on. Well, we're going to be here quite a while doing crafting, it looks like. So what we might do... I suppose I could switch over and do a reading of Chapter 1 of Echoes of the Past. Decisions. We'll hold off on that quite yet. I definitely am going to do that today. I wasn't sure if I was going to do it online or offline. But we got a lot to craft here, and this is not particularly exciting, nor is it stuff that we're going to want to sit here and talk through the whole time. I just dinged 16. Some heals. What did I get here? Ally or yourself. Story of courage. That removes fear and the like. That removes diseases, fears, and etc. Okay. I was looking too, we've got more hops that we can make for the next tier, but we'll worry about that later. Let's see if I gotta repair anything.
How do you do?
Oops, repair all. Shut that down. Alright, let's make all these taters. This will definitely push me through this tier, making the taters and cabbages. I think we will do this. I think we're going to switch over, and while I'm crafting, I'm going to read. Let's see here. Let's copy this. Properties. Browse. We'll get it set up and we'll do that offline. So I'm going to go ahead and wrap this stream up, ladies and gentlemen. We've been streaming for 3.5 hours this morning. Thanks to everyone for following along. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel, hit the bell icon if you liked what you saw. The crafting, cooking, farming overview video is going to be coming out later on. We're going to be doing a brewing episode, then we're going to be doing a pipeweed episode as well, and we're going to be continuing our adventures here in the Shire with live streams, which take place most mornings Central Time, 7 or 8. You know, this morning I got started earlier, like around 6 a.m. I'm waking up early because of the time difference change, so it is what it is. So stick around for all that. Thanks to everybody for following along. Check out all the other Lord of the Rings Online videos. I'll have another video for Baldur's Gate 3 Early Access coming out as soon as the patch is up and going on GOG. And we're going to be working towards Assassin's Creed Valhalla and Cyberpunk 2077, both coming in November. Can't wait for those games to drop. And in the meantime, we're going to be streaming here in Lord of the Rings Online, Baldur's Gate 3, and other games, doing a live writing experiment with that science fiction short story, and live read-through of Echoes of the Past, Book 1 of Saga of Leucemia. So stick around for all those things. Thanks for following along. Thanks for your subscriptions. Thanks for your support. I will see you in the next episode.